What's poppin'? How y'all doing? Hope y'all doing good. I got you know, what I'm about to talk about in this video, you know, it's special. It's very special, very much special. So if you see the title, you know, how semen retention will help you call back your sacred energy. What do I mean by that? Well, most of us operate on a low vibration. Most of us do. And it started when, we started to grow up and started to become more so involved in the world, probably around high school and stuff like that. If you didn't know, you once held the greatest power that you could ever hold. And that is you at your highest self. That is you holding in your sacred energy. And we all had it. We all lost it at some point in our life. See, we all had our sacred energy when we were children. Remember when you was a child, it felt as though, time was moving so slow. It felt as though you was going to be young forever. It felt as though it was never a bad day. It felt as though every day was an adventure. It's like when you went to sleep, you couldn't wait. You couldn't wait to wake up to see the next day, because you wanted to see what adventure you can go on the next day. And you just, as a child, you just full of life. Nothing could shake you. Nothing could shake your spirit, shake your soul. You know what I mean? You full of energy. You full of life. You're just happy every day. And that is us at our purest form. People feel as though, when you get into the world and you become an adult, things start to get serious, or you have to become serious. And that is far, far from the truth. When we was younger, we wanted to be adults so bad. We couldn't wait to be grown up, grown. And now that we, at that age, it's kind of reverse. It's like, damn, I want to go back to when I was a child. And it's a reason for that. See, when we were children, we held all of our power. We held, and it's like, even when you was a child, you were so creative. Like, you had a vast imagination. You know what I mean? And the reason we wanted, despite us being so full of life, the reason we wanted to be older is because of the freedom that comes with being older. You get your own house. You remember when we were children, and we used to talk about, I can have this car when I older, or just talk about the future, talk about what you can be when you grow up, and you just excited to be a grown up. And it's like, now that you as a grown up, you want to go back. And the reason for that is, it isn't because you necessarily want to go back. It's just you want that energy, you want that excitement, you want that imagination, you want the freedom that you once had when you was a child. Because see, when we grow up, as we come in this world, the system is set to just suck the soul out of you. That life that you had as a child, as you start to, come in this world as an adult, you just start to, the system just sucks the life out of you. And you just wonder why, when you was a child, you were so happy, but now as an adult, you're so miserable, you're so stressful. It isn't your fault. It's the system that was created. It was designed to make you that way. And now you as an adult, you don't want to live like this no more. You want to go back to when you was a child so you could live that freedom, that excitement again. But what if I told you that you don't have to wish to be a child anymore? Because let me tell you something. That inner child is still within you. That inner child never left. It's more so laying dormant. It's more so laying dormant. And you could call that energy back. You could wake that inner child back up. That inner child, that energy, you could wake that back up. And semen retention would help you wake that inner child back up. Because let me tell you, like I said before, the system was set up to just suck the energy, suck the soul away from you. And with that, with your energy starting to be sucked up and with you starting to succumb to the harsh realities of life, you start to dim your light. You start to now, in technical words, you start to now block your chakra. You aren't stressed. Stress is made up in your mind. You aren't struggling. Struggle is made up in your mind. You aren't poor. Poor is made up in your mind. These negative emotions, these negative things are just a projection of what the system has put on us. These things don't exist. They made us to believe that it exists, but these things don't exist. They say, when you get out of school, you gotta go to college. You gotta, and after that, you gotta get a job. And after you get that job, you gotta get a house. And after that, you gotta get a family. You gotta live the American dream. White picket fence. You know what I mean? That American dream it's a facade. That American dream does not exist. That American dream, they call it the American dream, but in reality, it's a system made for you to fail. It's a system made for you to become a shell of yourself. It's a system made to put you down. It's a system made to keep you under. That's what they call the American dream. But let me tell you something. They tell you that you have to do this and do that. But you don't have to do a fuck, these niggas say. You don't have to do shit, nigga. You see what I saying? They tell you have to have this shit. They tell you have to, go to college. But when you go to college, now you like $10,000, $20,000, $15,000 in student loan debt. And even when you come out of school, you can't even get the job that you wanted. And even if you get the job you want, the job ain't paying you what you think. Because, you gotta use a newbie. You starting from the bottom. So the money what you was expecting to get, you ain't gonna get that. So now you broke and in debt. But they tell you this what you have to do to achieve the American dream. You have to buy a house. You got to take out a loan for the house. You know what I mean? So now you take out the loan for the house. You paying off, you've been paying off this shit for so long. And then it comes to the point, you finally pay off your debt. You finally pay off your house. But that house still ain't yours. Because guess what? If you start paying taxes on that house, even though you know, made all the payments you could for that house, if you start paying taxes on that house is no longer yours. But they call this shit the American fucking dream, though. Again, I say, it's a system that was made for you, to keep you a slave, to keep you under, to suck your energy and soul away from you. Because if you was to know your true power, if you was to hold all of your energy, they wouldn't be able to control you. They won't be able to control you. You see what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. That inner child is still in you. No matter how long you was a child, no matter how deep you is into this shit, you could wake that shit up. Guess what, nigga? You got the power to wake that shit up, bro. Nobody, like, bro, you don't need to go to nobody for shit. God already gave you the tools to make and change your life. But because we was so taught from when we was young to follow this system, you know, from our parents and our parents' parents, they telling us, they putting on us to follow this system, not knowing that shit can break us in the end. Let me tell you, bro, don't follow that fucking system. I know one thing, I ain't gonna follow the fucking system, because I know who the fuck I is. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. Let me tell you something, bro. Once you go on semen retention and you start to continue to build up your sexual energy and you start to transmute that energy, as you transmute your energy and turn that negative energy into good, and you unblock your chakras through meditation and you clear your mind, you know, you go through Kundalini awakening, and as you go through all of these things, you then call your power back. That's what sexual transmutation is. That's what semen retention does. It basically helps you to call your energy back to you. It calls your energy back to you. You see what I'm saying? And they'd be like, oh man, they'd be like, masturbation is it helps what the fuck they say? Masturbation helps relieve prostate cancer or some dumb shit like that. Don't listen to that shit, bro. That's a fucking lie. That is a goddamn lie from the pits of hell, bro. That is not true, bro. Don't listen to what the fuck these niggas say. Don't listen to what the fuck these niggas say, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. You have the power to change your life, bro. You have it within you, bro. You see what I'm saying? You have it within you. Don't let nobody tell you you weak. Don't let nobody tell you you ain't shit. Don't let nobody tell you you powerless. Because you was made by a God, bro. God said he made man in his image. He made you to be like him. You just need to wake the fuck up and realize that shit, nigga. For real. But you know, don't mind me fucking being so hard and talking so hard, bro. I just passionate about this shit. So you know, I hope y'all understand what I was trying to say, and I hope that helped y'all. I hope this video reach whoever it need to reach. You know, it's never give up on life, bro. Never feel as though you feel like you gotta quit. Cause let me tell you something, bro. Your life could change just like that. Hope y'all enjoyed that video, bro. And catch y'all niggas in the next one.